Have you ever wondered how a Hershey's milk chocolate bar is made? This treat is iconic, enjoyed by millions around the world for its creamy texture, rich taste, and perfect balance of sweetness and cocoa flavor. From its beginnings as a handful of cocoa beans on a farm to the wrapped bar on store shelves, the journey of making a Hershey's chocolate bar involves numerous steps and an incredible amount of care and precision. Each bar is the result of dedicated craftsmanship, stringent quality controls, and advanced technology that makes the process efficient, consistent, and sustainable. In this video, we're going to follow every stage in the creation of this classic treat, from the initial sourcing of raw ingredients through to final packaging and distribution. The story of every Hershey's milk chocolate bar starts with high-quality cocoa beans, fresh milk, and sugar. Hershey's ensures that these ingredients are sourced with care and integrity. Cocoa beans come from regions around the equator, primarily from West African countries like Ghana and the Ivory Coast, where the warm climate and rich soil allow the cocoa trees to flourish. These countries are among the world's largest cocoa producers, and their expertise in cultivating cocoa is renowned. Hershey's partners with cocoa suppliers and farmers in these areas, working to establish sustainable farming practices and fair trade policies to ensure the welfare of the farmers and the longevity of the cocoa farms. Every cocoa bean that goes into a Hershey's chocolate bar has been carefully selected and processed, starting from the moment it's harvested and processed further. Cocoa harvesting is an intricate process that requires patience and skill. Farmers use a machete to cut the ripe cocoa pods from the trees. These pods are large, often about the size of a melon, and have a thick, tough shell. Inside each pod are dozens of cocoa beans, surrounded by a sticky, sweet pulp. Once the pods are harvested, they are split open by hand to reveal the beans. The beans are then carefully extracted from the pods and placed in wooden containers or baskets, where they begin the fermentation process. Fermentation is crucial for developing the complex flavors in chocolate. It's during this stage that the beans start to lose their bitterness and take on the rich, full-bodied flavors we associate with cocoa. Farmers place the beans in boxes or spread them out in large piles, often covering them with banana leaves to help insulate the heat and aid the fermentation process. The beans are left to ferment for about 5 to 7 days, during which they are turned or stirred regularly to ensure even fermentation. This process creates a mix of reactions inside the beans, breaking down sugars and acids that would otherwise make the chocolate taste too sharp or bitter. The temperature of the beans naturally rises during fermentation, helping to kill any harmful bacteria and enhance the flavor profile. After fermentation, the beans are spread out under the sun to dry. Drying usually takes several days and must be done carefully to avoid mold or spoilage. Farmers rake and turn the beans frequently to ensure that they dry evenly, reducing the moisture content to around 7%. This drying stage not only preserves the beans for transport, but also prevents them from becoming too bitter or acidic. Once dry, the beans are packed into large burlap sacks, ready to be shipped to the Hershey's factory. While the cocoa beans are being sourced and processed, another essential ingredient is also carefully managed: fresh milk. Hershey's is known for using fresh milk, which is part of what gives its chocolate a distinct creamy taste. The milk is sourced from dairy farms close to Hershey's factories to ensure freshness. The milk is transported in refrigerated trucks to keep it cool, preventing any spoilage or loss of quality during transit. Upon arrival at the factory, the milk undergoes a thorough pasteurization process, which involves heating it to kill any harmful bacteria and extend its shelf life. This fresh milk is then stored in temperature-controlled tanks until it's needed for production. The third main ingredient is sugar, which gives the chocolate its sweetness. Hershey sources high-quality sugar from various suppliers across North America. The sugar arrives at the factory in bulk and is stored in special containers to prevent moisture and contamination. Before it's added to the chocolate mixture, the sugar is finely ground to ensure it blends smoothly and evenly. Along with cocoa beans and milk, sugar is a crucial component that balances the flavor and texture of each chocolate bar. Upon arrival at the factory, the cocoa beans undergo a meticulous inspection process. Each batch is sampled to ensure it meets Hershey's strict quality standards. The beans are examined for color, size, aroma, and flavor, with defective or subpar beans removed from the batch. Once approved, the beans move to the cleaning stage, where they're carefully sifted and sorted to remove any debris, such as dust, stones, or twigs. This cleaning process is essential for maintaining the purity and quality of the final product. After cleaning, the beans are ready for roasting. Roasting is one of the most important steps in chocolate making, as it brings out the rich, deep flavors in the cocoa beans. Hershey's uses large, drum-like roasters that rotate the beans slowly to ensure even heat distribution. The roasting temperature varies depending on the bean's origin and desired flavor profile, but is generally kept between 150 and 175 degrees Celsius. The exact time and temperature are carefully monitored to prevent over-roasting, which can cause a burnt taste, or under-roasting, which can result in a lack of flavor. During roasting, the beans release a delightful aroma as their natural sugars caramelize, creating the complex layered flavors that will eventually define the chocolate's taste. Once the beans are roasted, they move to the cracking and winnowing stage. Here, machines crack the beans into smaller pieces, separating the outer shell from the inner cocoa nibs. The nibs are the edible part of the cocoa bean, containing the fats and solids that give chocolate its flavor and texture. The lighter shells are blown away by air jets, leaving behind only the dense nibs, which are then gathered and sent to the next stage. The cocoa nibs are ground into a thick paste known as cocoa liquor. Despite its name, cocoa liquor contains no alcohol. It's simply a smooth, liquid form of pure chocolate, with both cocoa solids and cocoa butter present in their natural proportions. Grinding the nibs into liquor releases the cocoa butter, which gives the paste its fluid texture. This cocoa liquor will form the base of the milk chocolate, and its flavor and quality are essential to the final product. At this stage, the fresh milk and sugar are added to the cocoa liquor, creating the base for the chocolate. These ingredients are measured precisely to ensure consistency across every batch. The mixture is poured into large blending machines, where it's mixed thoroughly until smooth. This blending stage ensures that the milk, sugar, and cocoa liquor combine evenly, resulting in a uniform flavor and texture throughout the chocolate. The blending process can take a considerable amount of time, as it's essential to ensure there are no lumps or inconsistencies, and comes out smoothly. Once the mixture is blended, it's passed through a series of heavy rollers in the refining stage. These rollers press the mixture into a finer consistency, reducing the particle size to just a few microns. This step is essential for creating the smooth, creamy texture that melts effortlessly on the tongue. As the mixture is repeatedly rolled, the particles become smaller and more evenly distributed, resulting in a silky smooth chocolate. Following refining, the chocolate undergoes conching. This process, named after the shell-shaped machines originally used, involves stirring and aerating the chocolate mixture for several hours. Conching helps to further develop the chocolate's flavor, creating a rich, well-rounded taste. It also helps to remove any remaining bitterness or acidity, leaving a smoother, milder chocolate. The conching process involves gently heating the mixture, allowing any unwanted volatile compounds to evaporate, and ensuring that the flavor profile is exactly as desired. Once the chocolate has been conched, it's tempered. Tempering involves heating and cooling the chocolate to stabilize the cocoa butter crystals, which gives the finished product its glossy appearance and the satisfying snap when it's broken. The chocolate is first heated to a precise temperature, then cooled and slightly reheated. This controlled temperature adjustment encourages the formation of stable cocoa butter crystals, which results in a smooth, uniform texture and appearance. After tempering, the chocolate is poured into molds. Each mold is filled to an exact weight to ensure consistency across every bar. The liquid chocolate flows smoothly into the molds, and gentle vibrations help to remove any air bubbles that may have formed. This step ensures that the chocolate has a uniform texture and appearance, with no voids or imperfections. Once filled, the molds are sent through a cooling tunnel, where the chocolate gradually solidifies. The cooling tunnel is a carefully controlled environment, where the chocolate is cooled in stages to prevent any cracking or texture issues. The chocolate is cooled to room temperature over several minutes, allowing it to set properly. Once the bars have hardened, they are removed from the molds and are ready for packaging. Packaging is essential for preserving the chocolate's freshness and quality. Each bar is first wrapped in foil, which acts as a barrier against moisture and oxygen, helping to maintain its taste and texture. The foil-wrapped bars are then covered with the familiar outer wrapper, which provides additional protection and a visual appeal. Hershey's packaging machines are highly efficient, wrapping hundreds of bars per minute while maintaining strict hygiene standards. Once packaged, the chocolate bars are stored in a temperature-controlled environment to prevent melting or spoilage. Chocolate is sensitive to temperature and humidity, so it's important to keep it in a stable environment. Hershey's storage facilities are designed to maintain the ideal conditions, ensuring that the chocolate remains fresh until it's ready to be shipped. Distribution is the final step in the journey of a Hershey's milk chocolate bar. Hershey's employs a sophisticated distribution network that ensures its products reach retailers and consumers across the globe. The chocolate bars are loaded onto refrigerated trucks to maintain the necessary temperature and prevent melting during transit. These trucks deliver the chocolate to various distribution centers and retailers, from local shops to large supermarket chains. Once the chocolate bars arrive at their destinations, they are stocked on shelves for consumers to purchase and enjoy. Hershey's milk chocolate bars are available in a variety of sizes and packaging options, making them accessible to everyone. The brand is well-loved, with millions of bars sold worldwide every year, contributing to Hershey's position as one of the largest chocolate manufacturers in the whole world. As you can see, the journey from cocoa bean to chocolate bar is a fascinating process that involves many steps, each requiring precision and care. Every Hershey's milk chocolate bar is a product of hard work, dedication, and a commitment to quality. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. We'll continue to explore the world of food production and uncover the stories behind your favorite treats. In summary, from sourcing the best cocoa beans and fresh milk to the intricate processes of cleaning, roasting, refining, and packaging, every step is crucial to creating the perfect Hershey's milk chocolate bar. This beloved treat is not just a snack. It's a result of passion and craftsmanship, ensuring that each bite delivers the delightful flavor and experience chocolate lovers adore. Truly the best in the world. If you enjoyed learning about how a Hershey's milk chocolate bar is made, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content on food production.